Hey everyone, this is another breakdown here. Today we're going to do Matt Ryan, the quarterback from the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously, we wanted to continue to do some of the NFL guys. I know we've got some requests for some college guys, some high school guys, but we're going to focus on just getting as many NFL guys out there just because, I mean, the NFL quarterbacks are really the best at what they do, and I think there's a lot of guys that bring a different skill set to the table. Here we have Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan throws really a lot like Dak Prescott. But also has some differences as well. So again, we're going to talk about some of the things that we think are really important that we want to see within the throw and kind of go from there. So we'll see Matt Ryan. So this is on a deep ball. And the reason that I say he has that kind of Dak Prescott type of throw to it is because he really has a lot of rotation within the movement. Really is that strong, straight front hip. So he kind of has that kind of baseball type of throw where he's coming and landing and kind of coming around and allows that leg to kind of reach out to the side there. Really kind of looks like a pitcher, just not as bent over because he's throwing the football, okay? And so what we generally want to do, what we're generally talk about trying to do within the throw is to really get a greater push off that back leg and try to make it so the hip is actually rotating to the left instead of to the right. See how right here for us, I mean, really, so it would be his left, so the hip shifting more this way rather than it shifting back to the other side. So you can see how his leg, he doesn't transfer all the way onto the outside part of his left foot here. You can see most of his weight's on the inside part of the foot. And so you could just get a little bit more power within your body by shifting all the weight off to the outside. He compensates by just leaning over hard within the side part of the spine, and then he also obviously uses his strong arm. So you know, we're trying to make it so we can teach you good ways to utilize your whole body, just so then, you know, you don't have to rely a lot on the arm. That was obviously, you know, that ended up being a really good throw, and it's something that you could still rely on given the good, given if you have that type of range of motion there, okay? This is more of a straight ahead throw, which is always good to be able to see what the mechanics are when doing that. The big thing that stands out is he just really doesn't have very much wasted movement here. We always talk about trying to get to that 90-90 position, and he does a good job of getting that elbow through as quick as he can and not letting that ball stay behind the head. And then he also does a good job of getting those hips around with those shoulders. So you can see how he does a good job of keeping everything stayed closed here. His hips are closed, shoulders are closed, and then he rotates them all open at the same time. Everybody kind of has a different height of what they're going to try to do with that elbow. He does a good job of getting that nose of the football down and around, gets that good flick of the wrist, and comes all the way through in a good, stable front leg. I think that's really the big thing that, again, we've always talked about is that stable front leg and really having a good job of using that the oblique. So he's doing a good job of keeping those hips closed and the shoulder closed, and then that's what he uses as his big force producer, is really, you know, the muscles from here up into here. Okay, watch how he's rotating around and using those to generate the force in the throw, and then you got to have a stable hip to be able to get the most out of the muscles in that area. This was obviously a pretty good throw. Okay, now we're going to get another different angle, kind of from the back here on a deep ball. See, very strong front leg. He kind of gets that, he kind of ends up leaning back a little bit, but he gets a really high release on the ball, and so you can kind of see how those deep balls are thrown. So he's really pushes off that back leg hard, strong in that front left leg, and then uses a big rotation within that oblique system. And if there's one thing that we continue to talk about, it's getting better activation within the obliques. If you can really start to utilize that, it's going to really help you out a ton. This will be the last one here. Again, on a pretty good amount of kind of more of a type 2 ball here, where he's going, he gets that front leg down. He kind of does an Aaron Rodgers type of throw here, where he kind of pushes up off of that front leg. But notice how he keeps that knee bent, keeps that hip very strong, and gets a solid amount of rotation within that upper body. I think what stands out with Matt Ryan is he's going to keep that lower body very nice and stable. He's not going to move very much in here, but he's going to use the strength that he has down here to really accelerate that upper body as he's getting through the throw. See how that happens there? Boom. I mean, that's really a good job of using the oblique subsystem there, and that's what made that throw, or his throws, very, very controlled. You know, he could put, he has a great He has a really good deep ball. He has a really good, mid ball. He has a really good underneath ball. He's very accurate, and that's just because he, time and time again, does a very good job of controlling that lower body, and then he can adjust how much power he's putting onto the throw based off of what the rotation is of the trunk and upper body. So I think that's a good thing for everybody to kind of work on, is get that lower body to be able to be more stable, not moving so much, but instead try to use the upper body to rotate much more, and that'll help you take some pressure off of the arm. Even though for him he uses a good amount of his arm during the deep ball, he still has a very strong and stable lower body, so in most of his throws he's able to rely on that, and I think that's why he's able to be very, very accurate. So thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about what we do, go check out our website at performancelabofcalifornia.com. If you have any questions for me, you can email me at Morey, Morey, at yourperformancelab.com. Check out other YouTube channel, our YouTube channel for other videos, and also we have a membership for really any overhead athletes, where we can go in and we talk about how you can develop more strength and just get better mechanics from a throwing standpoint. Go check that out. We have a free access page for that. So I think it would be a great opportunity for you to go check out what we're doing there. So yeah, we'll talk to you soon, and we'll have another breakdown coming up next week. Thanks for watching.